Hi everybody, how y'all doing today? I'm doing okay, with the exception of my voice, which can't make up its mind whether it wants to stay or go. So, I don't know if you can hear it or not. I apologize if you can. I'm going to try and get through this video without completely losing my voice, so please bear with me. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about superfoods. And I know that generally speaking, people think that superfoods are things like vegetables and certain fruits and that kind of stuff, but today I'm going to be talking about true superfoods. 8 true superfoods. I did talk about one of them in a previous video, which is eggs. And that's what I'll be starting with today. So, eggs with the yolk included is one of the most nutritional foods, that you can eat because of all the nutrients and minerals and vitamins that are in the yolk itself. Egg whites are good too. It just doesn't have as much, like all the nutrients and everything is in the yolk. So even if you were to cut the white part of the egg out, it's fine. It doesn't matter as long as you're eating the yolk. And as far as I know, from what research I've done, people are not actually allergic to the egg yolk. They might be allergic to the egg white, but that's actually not always the case. See, I've never been allergic to any foods. I've never had a food allergy, but I've always had a problem eating eggs until I started the carnivore diet. I have been eating eggs anywhere between 4 and 6 eggs at almost every meal because I stopped eating eggs for the longest time because they would tear my stomach up really bad. Well, come to find out, it wasn't actually the eggs that was tearing my stomach up. It was the store-bought sausage. I cannot eat store-bought sausage. It literally makes me sick. I don't know what's in the sausage that makes it that way, but I have tried through, so I do order some meats through ButcherBox, and I did try their sausage, and I can actually eat that sausage. So I'm not sure, without doing further research, I'm not sure exactly what the difference is, whether it's, made differently or grown differently, and I'm sure that's probably a big part of it, is that they're grown differently. But anyway, I still don't eat sausage. Not once in a great while I might have some, just because I'm afraid to try it because I don't want to make my tummy hurt. But eggs, I'll eat. I'll eat them every day. The next superfood are sardines. And I know a lot of people don't like sardines. I did not like sardines because my uncle ate them on crackers way back many years ago when I was younger, and it always stunk up the house. It stunk up the kitchen. And so I refused to ever try them or eat them or anything. Since I've been on the carnivore diet, I've had them once, and they were okay. But I think maybe I bought the wrong kind because they were in like oil and something else. But I don't know. I had a hard time eating them, so I'm going to try again. I bought a different brand, and I bought them. They're in water instead of oil. So I'm going to try it again. But sardines, and you got to make sure you get the wild caught. instead of, you don't want to get anything that's farmed. You want to make sure it's wild caught. Same with any seafood. You want to, if you're going to eat seafood, make sure it's wild caught. But sardines, the reason why they're a superfood is because they have all the nutrients you need, all the minerals you need, all the vitamins you need. Also, they don't have, because they're not a predatory fish, they don't have mercury in them. So you're not, ingesting any of that mercury that you would find in, say, a trout fish or, I can't think of another fish right at the moment. But anyway, you get the point. There's no mercury. So you don't have to worry about that. The third one, and I know a lot of people are going to roll their eyes or whatever at me, and that's fine because I do the same thing, is liver. I have not tried liver yet, but it is considered a true superfood because of all the nutrients and minerals and vitamins in the liver. The only thing with the liver is that you can overdo it if you're eating liver, which can have a reverse effect on your body. So,
good night.
2 ounces of liver 2 to 3 times a week is more than sufficient. I apologize. I don't know why I'm having issues with my voice today. It's been like this ever since I woke up. I mean, I'm not sick. I'm fine. I feel great.
This is a reminder.
My voice just doesn't want to work. Number 4 on my list is fish roe. If you don't know what that is, it's fish eggs. Some people call it caviar, although caviar is only from specific types of fish. But fish roe has everything you need. It has all your nutrients, all your minerals, all your amino acids, like everything that a fish needs to grow is in that egg. So eating fish roe, or fish eggs, however you want to call it or look at it, is a super duper true food. I've heard it said, and I've heard the same thing about sardines as well, that you could lock yourself in a room and just eat sardines or just fish eggs for decades and not lose any nutrients, which I think is pretty amazing. If that's really true, I'm not going to try that, and I don't suggest that anybody else does either. Because that just seems kind of scary to me. But, I mean, if that were true, that's pretty awesome. Personally, I don't think I could even do fish eggs, just because I can't wrap my head around eating fish eggs. Sardines, I am definitely willing to give it a try again. I did buy some sardines today at the store, along with some other foods. I bought a lot more fish products today than I normally do, just because I feel like I'm needing those extra nutrients. Granted, you can get everything you need from meat and eggs and bacon. But fish is really, really good for you too. It's got the omega-3s your body needs, whereas like red meat doesn't. Or at least I don't think it does. I don't remember. But yeah, I don't think I can do fish eggs. I'll do the sardines, but I can't do the fish eggs. Number 5 on the list is bivalves. And if you don't know what bivalves are, those are basically shellfish, like clams, mussels, scallops, and oysters. So oysters and mussels basically have to be eaten live. And I actually tried mussels today. I bought some mussels and my son and I had those for dinner tonight. And they were actually really, really good. I've never really cared for oysters. Granted, I've never tried them because growing up, my whole family constantly ate oysters raw, right out of a jar. They would buy them, they were in a jar. And so I don't know if that counts as eating live oysters or if it just counts as eating raw oysters. Because I know they weren't cooked, but I couldn't wrap my head around doing that. But after eating the mussels today, I think I would actually like to try eating oysters as well. Clams, absolutely love clams. I grew up on eating clams. And so, yeah, I have no problem eating clams. In fact, I make clam dip a lot. But yeah, and then scallops. I tried scallops for the first time about a year ago at my daughter-in-law's restaurant where she works, and I actually liked them. They were really good, so I bought some scallops today too. And we will be trying those sometime over the next few days. And then number 6 on my list is fatty red meat. Fatty red meat is very, very good for you, especially the fat. And fatty red meats, we're talking about cow, bison, and buffalo. And you don't want to get the lean. It's got to be fat. It's got to be fatty. Because the fat is where a lot of your nutrients are and where your vitamins are. And then number 7 on my list is wild-caught salmon. Again, it's going to have a little bit of mercury in it because it's a predatory fish, but salmon is better for you than probably any of the other fish that are out there. And again, always get wild caught. And for the salmon, you can get Atlantic salmon, or you can get the kingfish, or you can get sockeye. I have not tried sockeye yet, and I have not tried kingfish yet, but I do get the Atlantic. In fact, I bought some of that today as well. These are probably the 3 best choices for your salmon. Again, you want to get wild caught and not farmed. And you'll be able to tell the difference because in the color, farmed salmon is kind of a dull orangish color, whereas the wild caught is very vibrant and bright. That's how you can tell the difference between a wild caught and a farmed salmon. I imagine it's probably like that with any wild caught versus farmed fish. The farmed will be a lot less vibrant, whereas wild caught is obviously going to be much more vibrant. And then number 8, and one of my favorites is bone broth. Or not bone broth, but bone marrow. Because bone marrow has the collagen in the middle of it. And collagen is really, really good for your body. It's good for your skin. It's good for your hair. And there's 2 ways you can eat it. You can either roast the bone and take the collagen out and eat that, or you can make it into a soup and drink it like bone broth. I don't have the means to be able to cook it, so I buy bone broth from Amazon, and I will leave a link down in the description for you. if you want to go check that out. I'm kind of surprised my voice lasted this long, but I feel like it's gone. Anyway, these are my 8 superfoods. I hope you try them. I think they are good. Most of them anyway. I have not tried liver yet. I'm kind of afraid to try liver. I want to try it. I'm just afraid to try it. But anyway, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Eat healthy, be happy, and I will see you all in the next video.